I guess this report is never going to write itself. Okay, here it goes. In May 1804, Lewis and Clark began their expedition to look for a northwest passageway to the Pacific Ocean. They took with them.
Come on, Claire, let's go. It's Saturday. We've got all kinds of things to explore.
I can't, Lula.
Why not?
Mom says I can't go anywhere or do anything until I finish my report on Lewis and Clark.
You still haven't finished? We've been working on that for weeks.
I know, but it's just so boring. Who cares about a couple of dumb explorers from 200 years ago?
Who cares? I care. Lewis and Clark and the whole group they took with them, the people they met, it was amazing. They discovered things. And it is through this expedition that we get to learn about Sacagawea.
Whatever.
Hey, it's not okay to whatever Sacagawea. She was incredible.
She's your hero, Lula, not mine.
That's just because you don't really know her. Can you keep a secret?
Of course I can. Haven't told anybody about your crush on TJ Anderson?
Shh! This is serious. You cannot tell anyone. What I'm about to show you is huge.
What could be bigger news than your crush on TJ Anderson?
Shh! This is a doozy. Wait here.
Wait, where in the world did she go?
Here we go.
What in the world are those?
They're time travel hats.
Those are the ugliest things. You're not expecting me to wear one of those, are you?
Don't worry, no one will see you. At least no one in 2016.
What are you talking about?
I told you, they're time travel hats. I set the dial for September 23rd, 1806. Here, put this on.
I am not putting that thing on my head.
Do you want to finish that report or not?
Seriously? This is going to help?
Yes, and it will also be fun. Come on, put on your hat, grab your notes, and let's hit the road.
Wait, where did you say we're going?
St. Louis, but it's not so much as where, it's when. September 23rd, 1806.
Wait, what happened on that day?
Well, we timed it just right. 1, 2, 3. We're back!
We're back!
We're back!
We're back!
We're back!
We're back!
Back? Back from what? Who are you?
Who are we? Why, we're Lewis and Clark!
That's Clark and Lewis.
We're back from the expedition!
That's right. We went to the Pacific Ocean and back in just 2.5 years.
We would have been here sooner, but that last 100 miles was the pits.
The traffic on the Missouri River was unbelievable.
Yes, it was a wreck.
Wait a minute, just wait a minute here. The expedition of Lewis and Clark, that's Clark and Lewis. Don't try to confuse me, mister. I happen to know that the expedition of Lewis and Clark, Clark and Lewis, or whatever, took place over 200 years ago, in the years 1804 to 1806.
Wow, I guess that last 100 miles was harder than I thought.
You can't be the Lewis and Clark. Do you think we could be the Clark and Lewis? Well, I don't see how.
I'm quite certain I am Meriwether Lewis, the person commissioned by President Thomas Jefferson to lead the expedition.
Yes, he is, and I know that I am William Clark. My good friend here, Lewis, asked me to do the expedition with him.
And I am one of the 3 dozen soldiers who went along.
I am Toussaint Charbonneau, a French-Canadian explorer and trader. I joined the expedition after it began.
I am Sacagawea. I am the wife of Charbonneau and also joined the expedition in its first year.
Wow, I have read so much about you. I wanted to be like you since I was a little girl.
Are you not still a little girl?
Well, I mean a wee little girl. I dress up like you every year for Halloween. You're my hero.
Lula, what's going on here? How did all these people get in my house?
They're not in your house. We went back in time. You're going to get some first-hand information to finish that report. Excuse me, sir. Who are you, and what was your role on this expedition?
They call me York. I'm a slave who made the journey. Don't forget about me. I'm the dog that went along.
Lula, I don't know what to do. Come on, Claire. Be an explore.
Open your eyes. Take notes. Ask questions.
Ah, well said, young explorer. Here, we'll help you figure some of this out. Get your quill and parchment out and start taking notes.
That's Clark and Lewis. I said Clark and Lewis. Well, I'm not completely sure of what's going on around here, but this is going to be the best report ever. We have a lot of stories we could tell you. Let me start by checking a few of my facts.
Shoot, lady. Well, don't exactly shoot.
Are you okay? Private Crusade?
Yes, sir.
Tell these young explorers about Lewis's accident.
Of course, sir. Someone, we are not exactly sure who, might have shot at Captain Lewis on the bum when we were out hunting. But I must say he's making a fine recovery.
Oh yeah, that was right.
But I don't think she wants to hear about the hunting accident.
Neither do I.
Why don't you start at the beginning?
Yes, why did you go in the first place? I mean, if it is 1806.
It is.
Fine. If it's 1806, then that means it's only been 3 years since the United States purchased the land from France. How did that happen? President Jefferson sent 2 other fellows.
James Monroe and Robert Livingston. Or should I say, Robert Livingston and James Monroe.
Noted. But he sent both of them to France to buy the land of New Orleans from the Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte.
The United States needed the land to secure in and around New Orleans.
Napoleon needed money because he was way over his head from fighting wars all over Europe. Well, not that. Way over his head was very high. For flanking an idea, he was pretty well broke.
Sounds like a pretty good time for a deal, my dear.
Look over there.
Better do it. She's the guy, you know.
Gentlemen, we must work out this deal with France. The future of the Republic rests on your shoulders. All eyes, all hopes are fixed on you.
We will do our best, Mr. President. We will not let you or the nation down, sir. Heavy stuff, isn't it?
Really rough. Oh, my name's Napoleon Bonaparte, and have I got a deal for you? I'm in danger of being blown apart, so I make this appeal to you. All eyes are fixed on you. All hopes are fixed on you. It's yours, your remedy, and some love for 15 million bucks. Boys, let's make a deal. Come now, boys, let's make a deal. Come now, boys, let's make a deal. So you see, Monroe and Livingston saw a whole lot more than they originally intended. Yes, like 828,000 square miles. That works out to be less than 4 cents an acre.
Wow, that's everything between the Mississippi River and the Rocky Mountains. That's some kind of blue light station.
A blue light what?
Never mind.
The truth is, we didn't even know what America owned when we set out on our journey.
People have some strange ideas about ownership.
You can say that again.
President Jefferson sent us on a mission to do 3 things. Our first objective was to explore and map the newly acquired territory. We were hoping to find a waterway that connected from the Missouri River to the Pacific Ocean. Second, he asked us to study the culture of the Western Indians. Finally, we were to gather information about the plants, landforms, and animals of the West.
So you headed out of St. Louis in some canoes and a couple of keelboats? Was the expedition everything you hoped it would be?
Are you kidding? It was the adventure of a lifetime.
It was spectacular.
It was so enlightening.
It was freeing.
It was magnificent.
It was glorious.
It was stupendous.
Wait, stop, hold it. I can't believe what I'm hearing here, and I'm known to have some pretty good ears. Good grief, people, give me some music. Now, baby, let me give it to you straight. From the one who did the entire trip on Portal Pond and not a hydrant in sight. They can tell you it was this great adventure full of romance, excitement, and thrills. Well, let me tell you right now, no matter what they say, no matter how they say it, the truth of the matter is that the whole doggone trip was positively, absolutely, undeniably rough. There were gnats, flies, ticks, fleas, about a million mosquitoes, bees, rats and worms, things that squirm, and anything else that's covered in worms.
It was great adventure and all that kind of stuff. But let me clue you in, baby. From one to another was rough. Traveling every day is rough, rough. Never time to play tough, rough. Sleeping in the hay, waiting you to make try to run away. You don't have to say.
There were snakes and bears, no one cares, especially when you're covered in hair. Snow and sleet makes you beat, especially when there's nothing to eat.
It was great adventure and all that kind of stuff. But let me clue you in, baby. From one to another was rough. Hiding around the snakes rough, rough. With a belly aches rough, rough. Running through the lake, letting you take things to be a break. It's a big mistake. Rough, 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 rough. It was great adventure and all that kind of stuff. But let me clue you in, baby. From one to another was rough. They say it was a great adventure and all that kind of stuff. But let me clue you in, baby.
Boy, does that sound rough.
No kidding, baby.
We were sure glad you guys were there with us. That rough of yours sure scared away that attacking bison.
I hope you scared away the miserable weather.
Yeah, there were definitely days that were too hot.
Or too cold.
Or too wet. That second winter in the Northwest, it rained 90 of the 106 days we stayed there.
What about the Native Americans? I think you referred to them as Indians. What was their reaction to the visit?
You should probably ask Sacagawea. She probably knows the answer to those kind of questions.
Oui, she is the guide, you know.
And your wife.
Oui.
Oh, I can tell you, she was amazing. She helped trade for the supplies and she helped trade for the horses and the supplies they needed to cross the mountains.
It's true, we could have made away at Sacagawea and her skills.
And she did it all with a baby. He was only 2 months old after they left the first winter at Fort Mandan. Of course, this was a bonus to the expedition. Visitors would know that they were on a peaceful mission. After all, who brings a baby to a battle?
How do you know all of this?
They kept journals along the way. I read them. And in fact, the only reason that we have them today is that one of the boats overturned and we were about to lose them. But Sacagawea saved them from the water.
Seriously, how do you know all of this?
Hello! She's my hero. Dressed up like her every single year for Halloween since I was a teeny baby. Plus, I do my homework.
I am honored. My friend, you are correct that most of the tribes welcomed us with open arms. They shared with us their food, their homes, and their friendship. They did not feel there was any reason to be afraid.
In most instances, we were visitors in a world they already inhabited for generations, a world they already called home. This is our home, this is our land. Hills and valleys, mountains and sands. Generations
all of them. And now I see faces I have never seen before. All is more beautiful. All is more beautiful. And life and thankfulness. These gifts of mine make my house grand.
Getting good. So my next question is, how did you guys ever know where you're going out in there in the wilderness?
Well, it was right.
Quiet. Well, it was actually pretty easy with the help of Sacagawea and the other guys, plus the stars, the sun, and the planets, plus the water curtain.
Actually, it was an expert mastering the sciences of astronomy, geography, geometry, meteorology, physics, and all the earth sciences matched with our innate sense of direction, light, and form that got us to and from our manifest destination with nary a single miscue.
In other words, sometimes we just got lucky.
Well, I guess that explains that. Now, York, what was your role on the journey?
I've always been a long way from home. Out in the West in a whole new land, I felt more free than I ever have. I participated as a full member of the expedition, without pay, of course. I worked side by side with three men, also almost as if I was also a free man. I carried a rifle and went on scouting trips. When the expedition voted on where we should stay one winter, my vote counted. Now that we have returned to the life we knew before, I feel like I am once again a stranger in a strange land.
Te Vavone.
What was that?
Te Vavone. A Shoshan word that means stranger.
Te Vavone. What a beautiful word.
Te Vavone, stranger.
Te Vavone Gayan. A stranger looking for home. might have thought you couldn't make it across the entire continent?
Yes, indeed, there are times like that.
Early in our trip, Sergeant Charles Floyd died of a ruptured appendix. He was the only man who died along the journey. It seemed to be a bad omen.
Remember when we thought the Sioux were going to do us all in?
Or when we nearly froze to death the winter we spent at Fort Landon.
Or how about all the grizzly bears?
That sure was bad, but I think the worst days were those that we spent on the Columbia River. We ate nothing but salmon and dog meat for weeks on end.
Ah, yes, the Columbia River. That's when I knew for sure we were going to make it to the Pacific.
After making it past the Great Falls of the Missouri, I thought I'd never want to see a rushing river again.
We made it across the entire chain of the Rocky Mountains.
Needless to say, we were pretty battered.
It was rough.
And then Captain Clark discovered a large river we called Clearwater. That led us right into the Columbia River.
The Nez Perce Indians met the Nez Perce Indians. They saved our lives through their kindness and generosity.
They fed us.
They helped us make new dugout canoes that got us back on the beautiful river.
how that must have felt to be the first one to see something. I won't ever get that chance.
Just remember an important point. We weren't the first ones to see the Pacific Ocean. It was just our first time.
That's right. You could be an explorer too. There are discoveries to be made all around you.
What was it your friend said?
I think she said she had a crush on TJ Anderson.
Claire, you promised.
Oh, lighten up. Who are they gonna tell?
Don't worry, we won't tell a soul. But let's get back to the point. Lula, do you remember what you said?
Be an explorer. Open your eyes. Take notes. Ask questions.
That's right.
We love to stay and talk some more, but we gotta go to Washington to speak with the president.
Thanks for all the good information. I'll ace this report and start being more interested.
Come on, Claire. We gotta go. Put your hat on. The November 17th, 2016. Here we come.
1, 2, 3. We're back.
2016, two preteens left their homes and families, but looked back across the years to see what they could see. To do their best to see the West, living in the house someday. The homework's done, so now we'll say we're back.
Claire and Lula. Claire and Lula.
They headed back to St. Louis beside the Lake Missouri. Sit on Mrs. Rafferty to see what they could see.
To do their best, see the West. They couldn't wait, they couldn't rest. They take
Well, they're your kids. I'm so proud of them. They did